Yes, I believe we are live and we can start. First of all, a very warm evening, everyone. Welcome back to this weekend's edition of Wisdom Arcadia, where we all connect with each other and speak about our favorite literary works. So this weekend, this it is not going to be like any other version of Wisdom Arcadia, as in we have only had book review forums so far, and so today we'll be having a special event. Now, this special event was informed to you all last weekend through the WhatsApp group as well as the meeting, wherein we had a creative writing contest. The title of the contest was That's Literally Me, and it was on the theme of self discovery. So we basically asked you guys to write about a character from a literary work that you all were relatable to. And we received a lot of entries, a lot of interesting ones. And to be honest, me and the other core team members had a lot of fun with it. We selected the winners as announced in the group. Laishram and Ritika, I believe, are the winners. Congratulations, guys. And I would also like to mention two other people whose works caught our eyes. That is Harish V and Rahima Fatima. I hope both of them are watching. If you are, good work, Harish. Good work, Rahima. All right then. So we will move on to today's agenda, and I hand over the stage to Haripriya.
Yeah. Um, I was thrilled to announce the first reviewer of creative writing competition. That's literally me, was Mark from Loyola College. Congratulations to Mark. Now I would like to invite Mark to do a presentation about his work, and that's literally me. Welcome, Mark.
Hi everyone. Good evening. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad to be announced as the winner of this creative writing contest in Wisdom Arcadia. Like I never believed that my work will be like this. First, before I explain the abstract that I've written, I want to show my gratitude to everyone who is here. And moving on to the abstract, the book that the book the book and the character that I've written is from this book is book Hero by Sarah Lee. Actually, this is not our best work, but actually this book has moved me, and it has changed my perspective of life. Like the character in this book is Leo Big. Leo Big is a character in this book, in this hero. And what happened is the character Leo Big was such a big dreamer. Like everyone else, he's a imaginative person, and he always strive for people to acknowledge him. Like people start to acknowledge him, and he want to become someone who is respected by all the people. That's and mostly and mainly he want to he want to get the recognition from his father, also from his friends, and he was bothered by the fame of his friends and his people around. So the first thing that relates me, and the reason I write this, that this is literally me, is because the way he have do things and the way he have converted things, it's just exactly as me. Like the way he understand that he has done something wrong. When everything has gone wrong, he understand things has went wrong only when things was wrong. He never think that this will go wrong or not, but only after everything has come to the point that it is over. He understand that this is wrong. So what I'm saying is that me too, as like Leopic, I did the same thing. Like uh, I never, I always think to stand out. to stand out in front of people and to do some stuff. And I just want to be respected and respected. What I'm trying to say is I want to be better. That's what I want to say. I want to be better, and I want to be looked up by people. And I have done so many things that I have tried to be look up at people, and I always pray for attention also. And that's what my that was my wrong part. I never want to feel left out of the thing, of the group. I never want to feel left out of the group. But the main problem that I lack is I never want to talk. I never want to share my thoughts. I never want to explore because I have a very low self-esteem also, and I'm very insecure about what I'm about to say and what I have in my thoughts. I thought that I think that the idea I have is very weird and people wouldn't get what I mean, and that's what I think. But there comes a moment when people look down on you so much that you have to prove something. Like just like in this book Hero, the character Leo Big was done like that by people. That people look down to him so down that he there was a fire burning inside him, thinking that I need to do something to prove to people that I'm nothing less than them. That's what he thought. Just because of that, the school bullies told him to take uh, roll the scooters, his neighbor's scooter down the pond, and he did that exactly. And there's a bad thing that he has done. There's a bad thing he has done. And for me, what what is relatable is that to live up to people, to live up to people, like to live up to people, I acted as someone that I'm not. Like, yeah, I come from a very good place. I come from the northeast. Yes, my life was flavors. Like people won't tell me that I'm different just because I want to fit in. I have take my stuff. I have did so many like just to fit in. But later on, I realized I realized just like this, the character realized that what he has done is wrong and he need to fix it. Just like that, me too. After I went through uh, so much of proving myself, I come to the point that this is not me. This is not me, and what I'm doing is wrong, and I need to clarify to all people. And the thought I have come in my mind is that what if I clarify and so that this is not me? Then what will they think? What will they think? Like people praise me for who I am right now, and if I say that all I did is a lie, what will they think of me? That's what I thought, and that is exactly what happened to the hero because in this book, in this hero. So the thing was, instead of living with the guilt of not saying who you truly are, we just say it, and we will see who stays. That was the thought that he had, that he had, and he proved himself by saving a dog called Jack Pepper. Jack Pepper, yes, Jack Pepper. He saved a dog called Jack Pepper. That was a neighbor's dog actually. There was an earthquake happening in that area, and the dog was trapped in that earthquake. So to prove something that he has wrong, he has done something wrong. He saved that dog, and now he has reclaimed his name back. At first, he has pushed the neighbor's scooter down the pond, and he has gained fame in the school. Just because the bully told him to push that scooter down the pond, he pushed it down, and he has earned his fame in the school. And he is famous among his friends that he has done something very remarkable. But after he realized that he has done something wrong, he asked for forgiveness to that neighbor by saving the dog paper. And that's how it went. So there's a very nice quotation written here, like I have written in the abstract also. There's nothing wrong with darkness. It's exactly the same as when it's light. Except because we can't see, we imagine things that we are scared of. Like the quotation implicates implicates to us also, like to me mainly, that we are scared of what we mistake and what people think of so much. Like me, I'm scared of what people may think of me. Like if I do this and if I do that, what will they think of me? And if I did something wrong, they will look down on me. They will feel sympathy for me, and I'm very scared of coming out, and I'm very scared of standing outside. That's what I thought. But like I've written in the abstract, for someone who have never failed in life, failure is the most scariest thing they know. Like that is the main thing. Like to fit in, I thought, in my opinion, I thought to fit in, I thought that I should always be, I should always be with them. I should always be in the top level with them, just to fit in. That's what I thought. That's how I ruined myself. That's how I ruined myself. And just because of that thought, like when a failure comes to me, it has taken me to the lowest point of my life, and I can never come up from it also. So just to prove something, we have done so many wrong, and just to prove something right again, that we are not wrong, and we clarify for our mistake. There's always a way out. That's what I'm saying. And what I want to say is that what the book want to say is that instead of living up for people, or instead of trying to impress someone, you just be you. You just be you. And to overcome fear, one must be themselves, believe in themselves, love themselves, and never doubt just because of someone's opinion, and be you. And if you're not fitting in inside the group, just stay out and glow there. And if you're not in the crowd, be a different one. Never be in the pack. Just stand out and do what you love, and never stop never stop doing what you love just because of some people's opinion. And that's what I'm gonna say. That's why I write your honor as a gladiator, or as a Leo big. And Leo big, he said, it's just me now. Instead of portraying someone, in the end of the day, we just have to be us. That's what the abstract means, and this is how it relate to me. Thank you.
Yeah, a huge congratulations to Mark for his wonderful presentation. That's literally me about his work. And thank you for sharing your creativity with us today. And thank you so much for your dedication and contribution to our event. Well done. Congratulations once again. Yeah. And next, I was delighted to announce the second winner of creative writing contest. That's literally me, was Ritika Senthil Kumar from SRMS Vadapalani. Congratulations, Ritika. Now I would like to invite Ritika to do a presentation about her work, and that's literally me. Welcome, Ritika.
Am I audible? Am
Yeah,
I
yeah.
visible?
Ritika?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Am I visible?
No.
Okay, it seems like there's a little technical issue. So, meanwhile, the forum is open for any participants who would like to comment or ask any questions for the presentation that Livestream had done. So, anybody willing to talk and unmute or raise your hand so that you can be unmuted. Thank you. Yes, Shobhan has raised his hand.
Uh, am I audible?
Yeah, it's perfect. Go on, Shobhan.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Shobhan here. I'm Raisham and Jaykrish classmate. Firstly, congrats, Mark, for winning the first event. So I don't have any questions, but I would like to use this time to appreciate Mark. Like I've seen him actually hardworking. He wakes up at 4 o'clock and goes to NCC camp and comes back, gets himself ready and attends class. And after that, he also goes to training. So so this is a message just to say we are proud of him. Thank you.
Wow, yes. As a classmate, you are an inspiration, Mark. We are all really proud of you. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
Ritika, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience
It's
caused.
okay, no problem.
Uh,
Yeah, you can.
Delicious. Thank you. Thank you for introducing myself, Ritika, from SRM Institution. I'm going to be presenting my self-discoveration on a novel called 5 Feet Apart. 5 Feet Apart is a story that tells how people should take life seriously. In the novel, there is a girl named Stella. She has CF. It is a disease called cystic fibrosis. It is a genetic disease that follows. So they don't have any definite treatment for it, but there is treatments they can follow, and they can live their life day by day by medicines. So Stella is a character um, that is me, literally me, because she's strong. She's strong. She inspires me too. And Stella controls her life because by making a daily list and a master list, I too have a daily list and a master list. When I read that, I literally related myself to her. And I'm telling Stella's a strong person because she was admitted in the hospital after the parents was divorced. It was really hard for her to accept everything, but she accepted everything. She accepted her life the way it was. She never turned back. She never saw into the future. She knows she's going to die tomorrow. She may die tomorrow, but that did not stop her from doing things. She did live a life. She lived her life the way she wanted to. So that's me. That's literally me because I don't look into the future. I don't know what future is going to be for me. It may change in my perspective, but the present I have right now, I want to do what I want to do, uh, explore, do things that I like to do. So coming back to the story, there is also another character called Will that is quite opposite to Stella, directly opposite to Stella. Will has a bacteria called BCPacia. In CF, it's really dangerous. If you have BCPacia, you can't have a lung transplantation because B. cepacia lives on penicillin. It keeps on multiplying. Even if you have a lung transplantation, it won't stop. So it's waste of time. But Stella doesn't have B. cepacia. She has a chance. So she has that willpower to have a lung and live 10 years or 15 years extra. So after some time, Stella has had an infected G tube in her stomach. G tube is an is a tube that all the liquid will be inserted into her stomach by that tube. It's very painful, I know. It was infected, and she has to go into an operation. I had appendix once in my life, in my fifth grade. It was really a memory. It was really hard for me, and I know that anxiousness, that nervousness. I didn't know. I was scared. I was in my fifth grade. I didn't know what to do. What will happen when there was 10 doctors inside the room and discussing what problem and how to do it. It was scary, and they did it. I was in anesthesia. I still can remember the things that I heard. It was a blank page in my mind. The sounds echoing in my head. It was it was scary. I was I was waiting for to wake up. I was waiting to wake up and see the day tomorrow. So I felt Stella that day. I felt Stella when I read that. I felt Stella. She's literally me. I don't know how she is so strong, but I am strong too. That made me to be strong, more stronger. So there's also a character called Abby. It's a sister. She is very close to a sister. Everybody's close to their sisters. So Abby is a person that explores life, like exploring, blogging, and doing things that she wants to do. I can relate some to her too, but Stella is my main POV here. And Abby died. Abby died when she was skydiving. That affected Stella a lot. And I know that how that felt because I too lost a person once, and yeah, it was sudden. I did not expect life to turn out that miserable for me, but I managed. Um, like that. She did not. She was really. Stella was really scared. After that, what is going to happen? She started to think like that, but after that, she realized no. We should not think like that. We have a life to live on like that. So Will Stella has feelings for Will, but in the CFS world, a CFR and another CFR, they have to have a distance between them for 6 feet. You may think, why then you are telling all of this, but why the book is named 5 feet? I will come to that. Stella did something that amused me because I did the same, exactly the same, but she did that in a different way, but I did that in a different way too, but it's same. uh, she told she told CF, she said, CF, uh, see if you have stolen many things from me. I don't mind stealing something in back. So I'm taking this 1 foot from you of space, of distance, whatever you think, whatever you might think. I am taking that back, she told. She told, see if you're not the thief anymore. I am the thief now. I said that to life at one point. I said that to life because I told life, you have taken many things from me. You have taken more things from me. I don't mind stealing them back. I don't mind stealing my happiness from me. I don't mind stealing something that I don't know what you will give me in the future, but I don't mind stealing something right now. So that's why it is named 5 feet apart. 1 foot. That 1 foot makes a difference because that 1 foot, she is a control freak. She controls her life. She knows she doesn't, she does not have to do that. She do not have to do that. She can't do that because it will risk her life. If she gets dysphagia from Will means she can't have a lung transplantation, her dreams, her goals, everything will be vanished. So yeah, it will risk her life. It will risk her whole life. That's why it's called 5 feet apart. And another character named Paul. He is also a friend. He is also a CFO. They all, like, when we are friends means we will go out and we will talk, we will build some friendships. They can't do that. They will always have 6 feet within them. It's really hard. It's really hard. Yes. And he died. He died in front of her. He died uh, while she was in the hospital. He died. She can't accept it. Abby, Paul, their parents, divorce, everything. She is also a human being. How much can she handle? Yeah, life given me many things that I can't handle, but I handled it. I handled in a way that I wanted to, not because someone told me, do that, do this, do like that, do like this. No, I decided that I wanted to do that. That's why I did it. So, and Will accepted the fact that he can't be with Stella. Will accept the fact that he can't be with Stella, and he said a proper goodbye by giving a sketchbook to her. He is also an artist. Yeah, and I draw too. I draw, I paint, I draw, I paint, I read books when I am sad, or I just want to I want to escape from this world. When I need an escape, I read books. It's a great escape too. So yeah. Stella also reads books. And also Will accepted the fact that he can't be with Stella, and he gave her a sketchbook. You might think, why a sketchbook? Because in the start, when she gets to know that Will is not doing his treatment properly, he she confronted him, like, why are you not doing this? So many people are living out there not without an opportunity. So he's told, I will do the treatments, but you have to do something in return for me. She told her. She asked why. She asked what. He said, I want to draw you. That sketchbook had drawings of her, drawings of the memories he had with her. Yeah, it's not like, it's very goodbye is a very and goodbye is very hard, very very hard. But a person leaving without a goodbye, it's very very hard. Can't explain in words. So that is all. Stella, she is me. That's why I wrote the story that's literally me by Stella, for Stella. She's a book character, but I see her. I see her, myself in me, myself in her. Sorry. Thank you. That's it. And we should never take life for granted. We are lucky enough to live today. Tomorrow, we don't know what is going to happen. Yesterday, it's gone, gone. Today, we have. Do whatever you like. That's it. Thank you.
Congratulations to Ritika for gracing us with her presentation on her work. That's literally me. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations, Ritika. Now, I would like to welcome Trisha, the core member of Wisdom Arcadia, to deliver her special address.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Am I audible?
Yeah, Trisha.
Okay, so yes. Now, thank you so much to all the participants who did their presentation. Really, really vulnerable and honest. So now I would like to address our chief guest for the event, Dr. Shobha. She is an associate professor in National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research in Chennai. So she's also really passionate about literature, as you know, it is obvious. But she has also written so many articles, research papers, as well as several books. So she's an author as well, not only an accomplished, literarian. So I'm very, very proud and to announce that she has graced our event. So thank you, ma'am, for gracing our event. So I would like to welcome Dr. Shobha to give her, special address.
So, a very good evening to all of you. I hope I'm both visible and audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Trisha, for that. First of all, what a very insightful evening this has been. I should really tell you that. My first wishes goes out to my longtime friend and an accomplished, person in the society, I should say, Dr. Olivannan. I'm very happy that earlier, we used to call him Shri Olivannanji, but now he's Dr. Olivannan. Congratulations to you on that, sir. And I also thank the core team of Wisdom Arcadia for being very consistent and taking this flagship of reading and reviewing texts far and wide among the literature community. So this particular week, when I listened to your reviews of the book and this particular contest that was open, that's literally me. Because in the age of AI, if you are going to conduct a book review, it becomes very difficult for the team who is going to conduct that kind of an event. But when I saw the topic, I was kind of intrigued. I was thinking, okay, what a great topic this is. That's literally me. And I was also very curious, okay, what kind of books do we talk about? Which kind of characters do we empathize with? So when Laishram and Ritika were talking about the books, the characters, I was completely, I was surprised and I was awestruck because I think these two individuals have, they've really gone beyond what is, at least expected of people from their age and experience, because the way they have read the book, the way that they have empathized and related with the characters in the book, it was extremely insightful, guys. And I think Trisha used the right word, saying vulnerable, because I was going to talk about vulnerability a bit. Most of the times when we read texts, when we go to books, like Ritika said, it is a great escape tool. We also should always remember that literature is not just a room for us to escape, but it is a room of our own. To quote Virginia Woolf's very famous text that I love. So we know that literature is a great way to know the world. It is also definitely the key to success, I should say. The more you read, the more you know how to lead not only others, but ourselves also, which is very important in today's life. So first, coming to Mark's, Leishram's text, Sarah Lean's Hero, which is all about, look at the very name of the text, the title of the text, which is called Hero. So we have the whole idea of, self-esteem as the core point. I think as teenagers, as people who are, you are turning into adults where you are observing what is happening around you and also trying to experience and filter it through your own perception and perspective. That makes you a very strong individual. So Laishram, many congratulations on your analysis of the text. I particularly love the quote that you had highlighted, because that is very true when you say that there's nothing wrong with darkness, right? Because it's exactly the same when it is light, except because we can't see, we are just imagining things that we are scared of. I think all of us do that. And this single quotation highlights, the kind of ideas that are ingrained in that text and also what you had learned. So many congratulations to you on bringing out how it is important to empathize, to discuss vulnerability and to discuss insecurity, because very weak people don't do that. It takes a very strong person to discuss the ideas of self-esteem or vulnerability, relating it to their own lives and in the text that they read. Similarly, when Ritika was talking about the 5 foot apart text, it was quite interesting. Of course, I also made some notes. This particular text of Rachel Lippincott, where she talks about, of course, CF and what kind of problems can ensue because of these ideas. It is very important for us as individuals, as human beings, to look for certain examples where we can see how life is a struggle for many of us out there. Because as individuals, we imagine that we are the only people who are undergoing this kind of struggle, right? But books, being mirrors to every human soul, can show that we are not alone, right? There are so many out there who are like us, and they have struggled in a way which has paved the path for all human beings to follow. If you take people like Nelson Mandela, if you read all these biographies, I'm sure that you will see how life has been a struggle and how they have always held their head high, right? So I think this particular text by Ritika and the kind of emotional journey that she took us all into was amazing. Because I don't know what it was, whether it was the tone in which she delivered, or her voice, or the way in which she analyzed the whole text and she took us into that journey was really very, very interesting. And um, it showed the level of maturity our readers have. I think that is something literature can give. People who read a lot consistently show a lot of maturity, logical thinking, critical thinking, which is, comparatively different or less in other people who do not read. So, yes. So, Ritika, many congratulations to you on discussing what kind of text is it and how you empathized or you related to that particular character. In fact, empathy is one of the key skills of 21st century. Like when Trisha introduced me, she was talking about the institution where I work now. Here we train a lot of teachers, right? We train teachers, and our highlight is more on understanding the students, right? So whenever I deliver a session to teachers on teaching any subject, it can be civil engineering or physics or economics or literature, we first tell them the importance of understanding our learners, right? Only when we understand their priorities, their fears, their aspirations or apprehensions, will we be able to strike a chord with them, work with them in their wavelength. So student psychology is something that we are all interested in, and we are all working together. So similarly, when we understand and empathize with the other person, I think we stand to benefit greatly, and we will also, acquire the key skills that are required through to navigate the world through. So this kind of a contest stands, you know, much required at this particular age and time when we are talking about social media. We do not know who we relate to or identify with. There are so many influencers there out there who are trying to, they want to change our minds or priorities, but then literature stands as the test of time. Like all of you must be knowing, being students of literature, Matthew Arnold talks about the touchstone method, where we compare, any kind of poetry to the grades, and we see how close or how far it is. Similarly, I think for readers like you, for teenagers like you, it is very important to see the paths that many others have traveled, so that you can take the best and leave out what is not necessary. Now, coming to my own, empathizing with other literary characters, I started reading at a very young age, and R.K. Narayan, Swami and Friends has always been a favorite. Now, you might be thinking, if a person has so much experience in literature and reading and teaching, they must be having a very complex texts. But no, whenever I listen to Swami and friends, now we do a lot of audiobooks, right? So I always think some of us had those kind of days when television was only the luxury in the house and the street was always open for play and fun. So I used to read all Swami and friends. When we read, I used to think, okay, this is how life should be. We need to always be among our friends and have fun and all that. So that was one character which will always flash in my mind when I'm thinking of this is how we should be. Of course, as I grew, several during my masters, at least we used to read Harry Potter very, very avidly in our group. People who are now settled in different countries, pursuing different courses inside literature or teaching different ideas in literature. So we used to read and analyze a lot. And then we used to say, hey, you are like this character, you are like that character, because you always know the answers, you are raising your hands in the class, you are always in the library. So we used to get called by literary character names. So that was also a great experience for us, because along with our age, those kind of texts came up. As I kind of matured in sense of the term, literature wise, I started reading a lot of Shashi Tharoor. And when I used to read the Great Indian Novel, many characters, already if you see Great Indian Novel is a text which will compare many characters, right? So you have the contemporary India, the freedom fighting India with the Mahabharata, where many characters are intertwined with reality and with the contemporary. So I used to enjoy reading all the characters, reading how Indira Gandhi was kind of characterized, and different kinds of characterization was done there. So we used to always empathize with different characters. And you people picked out characters very easily, but for me, it is a very difficult task. For me, many characters reflect a part of us, right? It is not very easy to identify one character and say, this is the character I want. So it is a very tall order for me to claim that this is one character whom I kind of empathize with. Maybe as you mature and you travel the arc of life, you will understand how literature can teach you a lot of things, right? How reading um, and different characters in the books can teach you different ideas to empathize with. Like when Laishram was talking about the kind of insecurities he has faced and what others will think, right? What others will think when I'm doing something. So how do I manage this conflict inside me? Are we doing things to impress others, or are we our own selves, and do we focus on that? So these are all very key questions in the in the path of maturity. I was just joking the other day about the text Hard Times, and how that particular character undergoes so much to achieve something in life. Because if you look at Dickens, of course, given his socio-political standing and the other industrialization context, he has created characters of a huge spectrum. And if you see, we can always empathize some qualities, some of his characters. Now, if you take Oliver Twist, for example, the kind of perseverance he has and resilience, that is a character that we need to develop, right? Like empathy, resilience is one character, perseverance is another trait that all of us have to develop within us. So it is very heartening to see how students of literature are engaging themselves with understanding how reading can be a very empowering exercise. That is something that I would always like to emphasize. Reading can be very empowering because you are sitting in a comfortable spot and looking at somebody's life from as they have presented, but from your perspective. So that is something very interesting. And I always believe that books are the quietest and the most accessible and constant friend that you can have access to. And they also teach you a lot, because they are the wisest of counselors. What one book does not teach, there is always another book that can teach you. So I think in the journey of life, we will meet several characters, not just in our life, but also in books, who will teach us a lot of lessons, right? So I would like to conclude by saying that um, reading is not something you do just for your professional satisfaction, but also for your personal satisfaction. Because when you read, like I told you earlier, you know how to lead. And when I'm talking about leading, I'm not talking about leading others, but leading yourself, because we will have to take control over what we want to do, how we want to present ourselves, how we will want to, kind of be wanted to seen in the eyes of others, and how do we manage all that, right? So these are some of the ideas that I thought I should be highlighting, and that's literally me. Is a wonderful idea. So Wisdom Arcadia's brainchild, in the time of less reading. When you say that's literally me, I think Laishram's text hero. Of course, he's a hero in real life too. So we know the kind of text that we read also shows our own character. Okay, so Sarah Lean's hero, it is very, it has kind of ignited our curiosities to go and read these texts and see what we can take from these texts. And also Ritika's 5 feet apart, where she says she is stealing. Okay, she is stealing 1 foot from from the 6 feet that is supposed to be there for the people who are suffering or who are undergoing this kind of a CF condition. So many congratulations to both of you. Keep up the good work, Trisha and your team. And I'm very happy to be here, because I think Wisdom Arcadia is becoming a part of our routine also, where we are listening to the talks, seeing good friends and budding enthusiasts of literature. I hope the literature bug keeps you engaged in reading and becoming great personalities in life. So that's it from me, and thanks again for having me here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Really, really insightful talk. And also, you gave your perspective on the presentation done by our participants. So, really, really means a lot, ma'am. And like you said, I too agree that through characters we learn a lot. So, for me, it was Madame Bovary from, from the novel. Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. Yeah. So it's a French literature, and I too related with that character. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So now I would like to invite Haripriya to give the thank you note.
Yeah, as we come to the end of the meeting today, so I wanted to extend my heartfelt gratitude for the incredible book review for a special meeting today. First, I would like to thank Dr. Shobha ma'am. Your presence as the chief guest made the event truly special and memorable one for us. And thank you for gracing us with your wisdom and insights, ma'am. And second, to all the winners, congratulations for your well-deserved recognition and dedications to the literary world, and also towards us, Wisdom Arcadia. That's inspiring us. Next, to my fellow core member, Trisha, Sashi, and Jai Krish. Your dedication and efforts in organizing and managing the event didn't go unnoticed, and for your commitment to fostering a love for our literature within our community is truly commendable. And to the participants and audience, thank you for your active participation and enthusiasm. And last but not least, thank you, Dr. Olivanan sir, for constantly showing your support and guidance towards us. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.